Next, now see the next one is the relation R is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should be take the numbers 1 to 6. You can't take any other number, even decimal value also. You should be take 1, 2, 3. First one is, what is the condition? Reflexive. Have to check the reflexive. What is the reflexive definition? So reflexive definition is A, A is belongs to R. Here I'll take the any one number, for example 1, 1. Okay. What is your condition? Here y is divisible by x, means 1 is divisible by 1 or not? Yes. Means what is the conclusion is any number is divisible by itself. Any number is divisible by itself. Why I'm taking itself? Because we are taking the 1, 1. Similarly, you can take 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. It will be satisfy all the number. It belongs to R. Therefore, what is the conclusion is R is reflexive. And the second one is symmetric. Okay, symmetric. What is the definition? A, B is belongs to R. Then B, A is belongs to R. Here if condition. Now to try to understand this one, here A, B means what was the definition of this one? It is nothing but B by A, is it right? Y is divisible by X, means it is B by A. B by A is it belongs to R, means have to give the one suitable example based on the given number. I'll take this 6 by 2. Can I take, means B value 6, A value is 2. What about the answer? 3. Okay. Next, I'll take that. What about this one? 2, if you're taking here, just a minute. Yeah, I'm taking the, what about this one? 2, 6, is it right? If you take here 6, 2. 6, 2 means what about this one? 2 by 6. 2 by 6 is nothing but 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is not completely divisible. Yeah, divisible in the sense completely, not in the fraction. Yes, in the decimal value. Now, 2, 6 is belongs to R. But what about the 6, 2? 6, 2 is, does not belongs to R. Yes, therefore, R is not symmetric. Yes, third one, transitive. Okay, transitive. How to see this one? Here, what is the transitive condition? A, B belongs to R, and B, A is belongs to R. Then A, sorry, it is B, C. So A, C also is belongs to R. This is the definition. First, I have to take the A, B satisfy condition, then B, C. Then we'll check the A, C. Now I'll take the, whatever this one means, I'll take 2, here 1. So 2 by 1 means it will be divided. Okay, it belongs to R. And it will be start here 2 means whatever you can take here. Can I take here 4? Yes. Okay, now I have to check the 1, 4. 1, 4 means 4 by 1 is 1, 4 only. So it is satisfying with that. What about if you take any other number? For example, I'll take here 2, 4. Okay. Here 2, 4 you can't take. Okay, if you take 2, 4 means another pair is not exist. So you can't take 2, 4. Why? Because here, if you take 2, 4 means 2, 4 is exist means here I have to take the 4. After that, you can't take any other number. So you can't take 2, 4. Yes, any other number. Anybody want to talk? Anybody have any doubt? Just have to raise a hand. Okay, now it is exist. What about any other number? If it's possible, take 1, 2, 1, 4 is finished. 1, 3, then 3, 6. That is only possible. Any other number? Yes. Yes, you can take 1, 2 and 2, 4. Is there any other possibilities? You can take 2, 4. Then, okay, Punarvasu, raise the hand. Yes, Punarvasu, now you can talk.
Sir, 1, 3 and 3, 6 you can take.
What is that? 1, 3.
3 and
Yeah,
3, 6.
that is also okay. I'll agree. Again, it will be satisfying. Is it possible to not satisfy any condition? Again, it will be satisfy. Okay, I'll agree. That is, I know that. So final conclusion is very clear. It is a transitive. Is it right? Okay. So you can't take any other possibilities. You can take only these two possibilities. So you can write therefore R is transitive. Yes. So try to understand this one. Most of the students they're getting confused about the symmetric, transitive, and reflexive. Symmetric means first A comma B should be satisfied. Then only you're going to the B comma A. Don't go directly B comma A. First have to check the A comma B should be satisfying that condition. Means in the given relation, for example, here y by x means that y by x should be satisfy A comma B first condition. Then only you're going to the B comma A. Similarly, in the transitive, first A comma B should be satisfied to the given relation. What is the relation here? Y is divisible by x. And after that, it should be satisfied the B comma C. If A comma B and B comma C will be satisfied, then only you're going to check the A comma C. This is a condition for the transitive. Okay, please note down. I'm moving to the next slide. See the next problem. The relation R in the set Z of all the integer defined as R equal to x comma y such that x minus y is an integer. First one is reflexive. Okay, reflexive, what is the condition here? Already we know that A comma A is belongs to R. Now if you take any number, means if you subtract, we'll get always will get the 0. Means for example, take the 3 comma 3 is belongs to R or not? 3 minus 3 equal to 0. 0 is integer. 0 is an integer. Yes, 0 is integer means if you take any number, for example, take minus 3 comma minus 3. What about this value? Minus 3 minus a minus plus 3, again it becomes 0. Means you can take any number, it belongs to R. So therefore, what is the conclusion is R is reflexive. Here one more thing, I have to remember that x minus y is an integer. That means we are not bothering about the minus value or plus value. We want the integer. Final solution should be integer. We are not bothering about the minus value or plus value. The relation is here integer. Next, see the second one, symmetric. What is the symmetric condition? A comma B belongs to R, and then B comma A is belongs to R. Now A comma B means I'll take that A minus B is an integer. I'll take is an integer. Okay, is an integer. If A minus B is integer means what about the B comma A condition? B comma A is nothing but B minus A. B minus A is also an integer. I'm taking the in general. If you want to take any number, you can take any number. For example, in the symmetric example in this problem, I'll take A values means 1 comma 4. You can take is belongs to 1 minus 4 is nothing but what? Minus 3. Minus 3 is integer. Now I'll take that 4 comma 1. 4 comma 1 means 4 minus 1. Again becomes 3. We are not bothering about the minus 3 or plus 3. Whether the result should be integer. So what is the conclusion? It's very clear that R is symmetric. You can take any number and the integer only. R is symmetric. Next, third one is transitive. Transitive means what about this one? A comma B belongs to R. Okay, and B comma C is belongs to R. Then I have to check the A comma C. Now A comma B is means I'll write as A minus B is an integer. Okay, okay, is an integer. Okay, next B minus C is an integer. Okay, what about the A minus C? Because we're taking the A minus C. A minus C can be written as what? A minus B plus B minus C. So subtracting, adding the B. Now I'll make a group A minus B plus B minus C. So first quantity is integer, second quantity is integer. Adding up the two quantity of the integer against the integer. So what is the conclusion here? Therefore, A minus C is an integer. Therefore, what is the conclusion? R is transitive. If R is transitive, symmetric, and reflexive means this relation we call it as a equivalence relation. Equivalence relation means it should be satisfied, reflexive, transitive, and symmetric. If three conditions will be satisfied, we call it as a equivalence relation. In case it will not satisfy any one of the condition means it is not a equivalence relation. Please note down. I move to the next slide. Here's the next problem. Show that the relation R in the set, second problem it is, show that the relation R in the set R of real numbers defined R equal to A comma B, A is less than or equal to B square, is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. Now try to understand that here one R is relation, another R is the real numbers. Real numbers means you can take any number. You can take rational number, irrational number, integer, whole number, real means natural number, decimal value. You can take any value. Okay. First one is, what is the first one? Reflexive. Okay, reflexive, what is the condition here? A comma A belongs to R. A comma A belongs to R means I'll take the, for example, 1 comma 1. What is the 1 comma 1 means? In place of A is 1, in place of B is 1. So 1 is less than or equal to 1 square. What about this one? 1 is less than or equal to 1 only. So it satisfies condition. I'll take any other value. Okay. Now I'll take that 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. Why I'm taking 1 by 2 fraction number? Because the real number. The given number is real number. Try to understand this one. Okay. Here they given the real number means you can take any even fraction number also. Now I'll write this one as 1 by 2 is less than or equal to 1 by 2 whole square. Okay. Now this one have to see this one. 1 by 2 is less than or equal to 1 by 2 whole square means what? 1 by 4. Now 1 by 2 is less than 1 by 4. Yes. In case you're getting confusion, you can write in the reciprocal. Take care 2 is greater than or equal to 4. 2 is greater than or equal to 4. When you take the reciprocal, the sign will be changed. So 2 is greater than or equal to 4. No. Therefore, what is the conclusion here? 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 does not belongs to given relation. Yes. Okay. Anybody want to talk? Any doubt means just have to raise the hand. I'll give the chance to talk here until I'll be mute. Okay. So it's very clear that 1 by 2 come 1 by 2 does not belongs to R. What is the conclusion here? R is not reflexive. And one more thing you have to remember that the complete relation is dependent on the given relation and given number system. Here number system is real number. So based on the everything condition, please have to go through one by step by step. Next, I'll take that symmetric. What is the symmetric condition here? We know that A comma B is belongs to R, then B comma A is belongs to R. Okay. Now A comma B means what is the A if okay? A comma B means you have to take that one. I'll take one small example. 2 comma 4 I'll take. Okay. Instead of 2 comma 4, I'll take the 2 comma 5. Why I'm taking the 2 comma 5, I'll explain that. I'll take the 2 comma 5 is belongs to R. 2 comma 5 means what? 2 is less than or equal to 5 square. Okay, now 2 is less than or equal to 5 square means 25. 2 is less than 25, yes. So you can take the 2 comma 5. What about the next one is you have to check the 5 comma 2. Now to 5 comma 2 means 5 is less than or equal to 2 square. So 5 is less than or equal to 4. Is it less than 4 5? No, it is does not. It is. So this one is does not belongs to R. If you would have been taken the 2 comma 4 means it will be satisfied condition. But I'm taking the real numbers means it should be satisfy all the real number, not only 2 comma 4 or 1 comma 1 or 3 comma 3. Not like that. It should be satisfy all the condition. It will be satisfy the 2 comma 5. But what about the 5 comma 2? It's not satisfying. Therefore, it is very clear that R is not symmetric. Therefore, R is not symmetric. Next, third one is transitive. Okay, transitive. What is the transitive condition? A comma B belongs to R, and B comma C belongs to R. Then A comma C is belongs to R. Here A comma B means I'll take the one small example. For example, what about this one? Which are the number? Is it possible to take this one? I'll take here. Okay. So anybody want to give the example for the transitive? I'll take here 50, comma. So not 50. It is. I'll take 48. I'll take here 48, comma 7. Okay. Why I'm taking this one? 48 means 48 less than or equal to 7 square means 7 square. 48 is less than or equal to 47 means what about this one? 49. Now 48 is less than 49. To satisfy this condition, it belongs to R. Now I'll take here 7 here A comma B means here start from B comma C. Here ending 7 means start here 7. What about the next number? Yes. Can I take here 2? I'll take here 2 here. I'll not take 3, I'll take 2. This belongs to R or not? So what about this condition? 7 is less than or equal to 2 square. Oh, it's not satisfied. I'll take the 9. Instead of here 3, I'll take 3. I'll take 3 means what about this one? 3 square. So 7 is less than or equal to 3 square means 9. So 7 is less than or equal to 9 or not? Yes. Now to check the 48 and 3. 48 and 3 belongs to R. Now to see 48 is less than or equal to 3 square. So 48 is less than or equal to 3 square means what? 9. 48 is less than 9? No. So what is the conclusion? 48 comma 3 does not belong to relation. Therefore, what is the conclusion? R is not transitive. Okay. Please note down. Anybody have any doubt, you can ask. Yes, please note down. I move to the next slide. Okay, see the next problem. Check whether the relation R defined in the set 1, 2, 3 up to 6 and R equal to A comma B. Sorry, R equal to A comma B such that B equal to A plus 1 is reflexive, symmetric, or transitive. First one is reflexive. Reflexive, what is the condition for the reflexive? I already know that A comma A is belongs to R. Now I'll take here 1 first result. If you take here 1 means A value is 1 means what about the B value? 2. Okay. This belongs to R. When you taking the A value is 1 means you will get the 2, but you will not get the 1, 1 comma 1. So 1 comma 1 does not belongs to R. Yes. Here 1 comma 2 is exist, but 1 comma 1 is not exist. Therefore, what is the very clear it is? R is not reflexive. Yes. Next, second one is symmetric. Okay, symmetric. What is the symmetric condition? A comma B is belongs to R. Then B comma A is belongs to R. If it is. Okay. Now A comma B, I'll take the 1 comma 2. 1 comma 2 is exist. Then what about the 2 comma 1? 2 comma 1 exist. Now when you x value, if you take the 2 here, means A value if you take the 2. So when I try to understand this one here, 1 comma 2 is exist means here 2 comma 1 means try to understand. Here 2 is nothing but the A value. It will be interchange. First coordinate is always A value. Second coordinate is always B value. Or first coordinate is always in the order pair. Each order pair, first coordinate is always X or A. Second coordinate is always Y or B. Try to understand this one. Now, when you taken the 2 means, if you take the 2 means, whatever the B value is possible, 3. But we written here 1 means it does not belongs to R. So this condition will fail. Therefore, what is the condition? R is not symmetric. Next, third one is transitive. Okay, transitive. So what is the transitive condition here? Now, if you take 1 means whatever the B value should be 2 is belongs to R. If you take here 2 means what is the possible? 3 is belongs to R. Now 1 comma 3, I have to check this one. 1 comma 3, is it belongs to R or not? When you taken the A value is 1, what is the B value is possible? 2, but 1 comma, when you taking the 1 means it will be 1 comma 2 is possible, but 1 comma 3 is not possible. Therefore, what is the conclusion? R is not transitive. Please note down. Okay, please note down. Anybody have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, move to the next slide. See the next problem. Show that the relation R in R defined as R equal to A comma B such that A is less than B is reflexive. What about that? And transitive, but not symmetric. Okay, now to see this one. Okay, first one is what is the condition is reflexive. Reflexive, what is the condition here? If they given the A comma A is belongs to R. Okay, what is the condition here? A is less than or equal to B. Now I'll take any one two numbers. For example, take 1 comma 1. Is belongs to R or not? 1 is less than or equal to 1 only. And here the given number is real number. You can take any number. If you want, you can take 1 by 3 also, no problem. So 1 by 3 is less than or equal to 1 by 3. Yes. So you can take any number is less than or equal to equal is there no satisfying this condition. Therefore, what is the conclusion? R is reflexive. R is reflexive. Second one, symmetric. Okay, symmetric. Now how to check the symmetric? What is the condition for the symmetric? A comma B is belongs to R. Then B comma A is belongs to R. If here. Okay. Here A comma B is less than B means I'll take the 2 comma 4 for example. 2 comma 4 means 2 is less than or equal to 4. Yes, 2 is less than or equal to 4. Okay, what about the condition next? 4 comma 2. 4 comma 2, 4 means 4 is less than or equal to. 4 is less than 2. No. So This is not does not belongs to R. Therefore, what is the conclusion here? R is not symmetric. Okay, R is not symmetric. Next one is transitive. And one more thing I have to remember that here the question is show that. Show that means very clear that it is always R is reflexive and transitive, but not symmetric. By seeing the question only, you'll get the 50% of the clarity whether I have to going to prove that whether it is a symmetric or not symmetric. Means by seeing the question only, you'll come to know that. So if you take any all example, any other example also, it is not symmetric. If you take any example on the reflex and transitive, means it will satisfy all the condition. Now transitive, I'm going to take that A comma B is belongs to R and B comma C is belongs to R. Then A comma C is belongs to R. Yes. Just a minute. It's not looks good. So I'm going to write once again. So A comma B is belongs to R and B comma C is belongs to R. Then A comma C is belongs to R. Okay. Now I have to say A comma B means I will take the suitable example. Can I take the 2 comma 4? Yes. I will take 2 comma 4 is belongs to R. And what about here? Here 4 means it will be start from 4 means what about the next number? I will take the 8 for example. Okay, this belongs to R. Now to check the 2 comma 4, sorry, 2 comma 8. Okay, 2 comma 8 means what about this one? 2 is less than or equal to 8. Is it right? So if you want to take in general means you can take here this condition here. A is less than or equal to B. What about there? B is less than or equal to C. Sorry. Here B is less than C. Now A is less than or equal to B. B is what? Less than or equal to C. Then clearly you can write A is less than or equal to C. That is A comma C. It is belongs to R. You can write this notation also fine. So therefore, what is the conclusion? R is transitive. Okay. Please note down.